How you been, man? It's been
Good,
a while.
man. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been a little while. How are you?
Good, man. Busy, you know, with this thing.
I'm telling you, work-life balance does
And
not
then
exist.
I added Tiny Talks, so now I'm like more busy.
Yeah?
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun because I like these because, I started this because after shows, pretty common that we would kind of bullshit after the shows. And
Yeah.
then, like, I'm hearing the stories. I'm like, man, everyone should hear this because now
Yeah.
the music means more to me because I heard this story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That kind of thing. So I started this, and then all of a sudden we're on number 47.
Dude, I love it.
Like, really
man.
fast.
I love that you love what you do.
Yeah.
That's always, I mean, especially when you work in production, you like get to see kind of behind the mask.
Yeah.
Like you can get burnt out sometimes. So
Yeah.
I love that every time I look at, you know, what Carlos is up to, like it's always, he's like, dude, I love this. This is great. I love doing this. I want to do this more. So
I appreciate it, man.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. We are here live at Tiny Talk number 47 with the
Hayes.
Hayes,
Yeah.
an amazing local artist. Believe it or not, a Tiny Stage OG. He was here in, as I said in my post, in the Tiny Stage infancy, in a very cold, I think it was February or something like that. It was a cold night.
Probably.
You were wearing like all kinds of like jackets and a hat and everything.
For sure.
And yeah, I saw him, and I've been a fan ever since. And I always beg him to come here, but he's a busy guy because he's so good, right?
Dude,
and I've been begging him to come here for the the Tiny Talks, and now he's here. So everybody, please help me in welcoming the Hayes.
Thank you.
So I guess to start off,
Glad to be here.
for people that don't know, what so your Hayes H.E.I.S.
Yes.
What does that stand for?
It's basically he is.
He is.
He is, which is kind of a allusion or a metaphor to following Christ.
Okay, nice.
So instead of like I am, it's he is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of that. The name really kind of came up when I was talking to my roommates. I wrote my first song. As many artists do, you write heartbreak songs.
Yeah.
And so I wrote my first song, and my roommates in college were like, man, this is really good. You should put it out. I was like, I don't know how to do any of that.
Yeah.
And so I learned how to do the very basics of it. And
So you started playing music and writing in college?
No, I started in Lubbock, Texas.
In Lubbock, Texas. Right? Yeah. So
Lubbock,
sorry. Yeah.
Texas.
This is how I always start these interviews. Is that
Yeah.
I see you all as superheroes, and I love the origin stories of superheroes.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I want to go all the way back to where it first started.
Yeah, so that's 3
Yeah.
3 years old.
3 years old?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I
Wow.
started playing piano and
Okay.
like bothering my cousin at 3, and she was
Nice.
trying to learn like how to play the entertainer, and I was like, ooh, instrument. And then I remember like walking around my house at like 5, 6 and listening to like Kenny G, Chuck Mangione, and a bunch of jazz and fusion jazz, and I thought it was like
Nice.
the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to, that was in Florida, and then when I moved to Texas, I listened to a lot of just everything.
Which part of
really.
Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Broward County area, 954, yeah.
Yeah, 954.
Yeah, so that's me. And then I moved to Texas, and
To
I was
Lubbock,
in Texas. No, I moved to Dallas.
Oh, okay. Dallas
I
first.
moved to Dallas. I moved to Fort Worth area, East Fort Worth, West Arlington.
Okay.
Grew up there. Fell in love with alt rock. Coldplay, Viva La Vida was my first CD ever, and
Wow.
ever since then, Coldplay.
Viva La Vida was your first CD?
First CD.
How old were you?
Young, pubescent.
Oh, I feel so old right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean,
I was like in college or something when that came out.
literally. I was like, I got it for my birthday, and I was like, I wore that CD out.
Yeah.
And then I
Did you know that song Viva La Vida is subtly about the devil?
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Listen to the lyrics.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll have to give it another spin for sure. But yeah, Coldplay had my whole adolescence. Alt rock had my whole adolescence, so I really went from kind of like a jazzy R&B to like a alt rock, like a super heavy pivot. And then, you know, Daniel Caesar came out and things of that nature, and so I just started consuming all music, world music, Carnatic music, Indian music, Portuguese, Brazilian, all
How'd you
of
get
it.
inspired to get into that?
I just like things that aren't pop.
Yeah.
Like, respectfully, there's nothing wrong with pop, but when I started like teaching myself guitar, and I was just like, okay, cool. A lot of these songs are the same. Like, I want to hear something that requires a little, like, how did they do that? You know,
Right, some thought, yeah.
like if you learn 5 chords, you can play like 90% of pop music, right?
Right.
And so, not to be like super snooty, but I was like, okay, cool. Well, if I know how to play like a lot of songs, like how do I get better at guitar? So I listened to like John Mayer. I started listening to you know, Andy McKee, which is fingerstyle guitar. So I started listening to Tobias. Started listening to John Gom, like the amazing guitarists that are using the same guitars.
Yeah.
And just doing some really gnarly, crazy stuff. And I was
Have
like,
you ever heard of Trace Bundy?
No.
Check him out.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out for sure.
Just guitar. He doesn't sing, but it's like
and it's crazy stuff.
Really
John
cool,
John Gum does the same thing. So he'll create a tuning, play in that tuning, play progressive.
Create a tuning.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
So he'll play that and then play percussively.
Yeah.
And then he'll sing on top of it.
Nice.
And then he'll add pedals to it. So he's literally one guitar. His guitar probably has like 4 plugs in it, and it's a serious setup. And I was just like, I didn't even know your guitar could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So,
so
amazing,
was your family musical too?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother sang a lot. A lot of the women in my family sang.
Yeah.
But they weren't like, they didn't play instruments or anything like that. It's just kind of, we sang and we're just happy people that sang.
Nice.
So yes and no.
Yeah.
Kind of. But we listened to a lot of music. Mary J. Blige, Sade, Anita Baker, everything.
Sade, yeah.
Everything.
Nice.
So yeah, it was really fun. So that was my younger years.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of what you're wanting to know the origin story, I moved to Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point I had written 50s, almost 100 melodies, but I was never a really good songwriter.
Wow. So the music came first. I always have to ask that question: if the music came first and then the writing.
Yeah.
So like
usually, music came really easy to me.
Yeah.
Melodies came easily to me, and I was just like, I don't know what to put to this. And then, as one does, goes to college, experiences all the emotions and the feelings. Wrote my first song, and my friends were like, "Yo, this is really good." I was like, "Okay, cool." And so started to learn the recording process and the mixing process. Like, cool. I know the very, very, very basics. Like, it sounds awful, but I can put it out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool. What should my artist name be? And I was like, cool. So like, what should my artist name be? And they're like, I was like, how would you describe me? And they looked at me and they're like, you're. And I was like, cool. I am. And I was like, sick. And then God was immediately like, don't try it.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. He is.
He is.
Sounds good.
That's cool. All right.
That works.
Nice.
And then I was just like, how can I make this even more edgy and artsy and like kind of avant-garde? And I was like, let's break it up into letters.
That's right. That's how you do it.
And it stuck. And my mom hates it. And my mom's like, are you sure it's not? I'm like, no, this is what I want it to be, Mom.
Yeah.
It's not a phase. So, and I rock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So your first music, or that you kind of started writing, was it kind of like sad kind of relationship stuff, or?
Yeah, most, you know,
like John Mayer type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say
I was a big John Mayer fan too when I was younger.
Yeah. So I didn't write it for the sake of like music. I mean, sounds super like cliche. It's like music was my therapy. So
no, that's how it is.
I grew up as like an only child for like 13 years.
It's definitely a medicine for sure.
Yeah. And so I spent a lot of time just kind of like trying to figure out my feelings about myself. And so I'd put those in melodies, right? And I just practice and play melodies, and I'd play myself to sleep and all that stuff. And then, you know, kind of want to start putting my feelings into words. And so the first song that I wrote in that, you know, what's the word, conception of me songwriting was a song called Letters that's been out for quite some time. And even in the song, it's like, I just wanted to put this into words. Like the chorus is, so I decided to write this letter just to get out the way. I didn't want you to know that I felt this way. It's just me like processing my feelings. And then I played it. They're like, yo, this is so good. I'm like, is it really? And they're like, nah, play it again. I was like, feels kind of weird. And so, yeah, I just kind of started processing my feelings. And then another song came and another song came. And I just write from a place of therapy.
So
it's very
I'm just curious. Why Lubbock? Because I've been to Lubbock.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. Like,
yeah, I went to Texas Tech.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went out to Tech, started off mechanical engineering, and then realized I hate coding. And 10 years later, I do AI consulting. So, you know, God has a really, really funny sense of humor. Right. Like, he's hilarious if you think about it. So, yeah, I went out to West Texas. I was like, cool, I'm going to be a mechanical engineer. It's going to be great. I remember specifically we started a coding class, and I was like, this is awful. This is dumb. And then I did the job fair because every engineer is required to go to a job fair. And so I did that. And they're like, yeah, we need you to do this, and this, and this, and this. And so I'm like, we're not even doing that. They're like, yeah, that's outdated. Why are you doing that? That's dumb. Yeah. Like, cool. We're wasting my time.
So at that point, music wasn't really like something that you were trying to do, like.
No,
like
I was just trying to
as a career, so to speak.
Yeah, it wasn't really a career per se.
But like you weren't looking at it to be like that. It was just kind of like a hobby.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Like even now, I've always thought of myself as a person that does music, and if it can put food on the table, sick.
Yeah.
But I always want to have skills in use elsewhere as well. I think your phone's going off. I don't know.
No.
Oh.
There's a car driving by.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It happens all the time, yeah.
Sounds like it's coming like right here. But yeah, so for me, it's always like, cool. If I go on a tour, awesome. If I get to sell albums and go whatever, cool. But I also want to be able to come home and like still have a
steady
blue
paycheck. Yeah.
Do a blue collar thing, make some money elsewhere as well. So yeah.
Nice. So that was Lubbock.
Yeah.
So how did you make your way back to Dallas?
So at that time, me and my girlfriend, I had just graduated, and she had just graduated, and she hated Lubbock, and I love Lubbock. I was like, Lubbock's great. I love being a cowboy. I love all
I'll never forget. So my cousin went to Texas Tech. My cousin's husband went to Texas Tech also for pharmacy school.
Nice.
And I went there a few times to visit, and I'll never forget. Every morning is like the smell of manure.
Yeah.
Like you can chew on it. Like it was so thick. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah. Some things that are very specific
and
to like
I've been
the
to the Tri-County Fair. That's over there too. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, there are a couple of things that are pretty specific to the plains.
Yeah.
The feedlot just kind of carries over.
Yeah.
What you guys call dust storms, we call haboobs.
Haboobs?
Haboob is like the scientific name for a dust storm.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
So like when you're in the South Plains, you'll literally see just like a wall of brown, and you're like, that's gonna cover me in 10 minutes, and there's nothing I can do about it. And then the sky turns sepia, and you're in a dust storm, and you're just like, cool, there's dust everywhere. And then tumbleweeds. Yep. Like I've absolutely seen like a tumbleweed the size of that Tesla.
No, I actually on the way home I got one that was like the size of like one of those yoga balls.
Yeah, they're huge. They're actually rather large. Yeah. And so I got the whole like what everyone that's not from Texas thinks Texas is over there. Is Lubbock. That's true. That is exactly what Lubbock is. That's like even down to the Red Raider is like this Yosemite Sam, right?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I got that whole experience and I loved every bit of it. And she was like, I hate Dallas, or I hate Lubbock. Let's go back to Dallas. I was like, fine. So we moved back here. Actually moved to Garland. So
really,
yeah, I lived here Garland for about 3 years.
When was that?
About 2021 around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I lived in Garland for about 3 years, and then ended up moving to Dallas.
Welcome back home.
Right? Absolutely. So yeah,
that's cool.
That's the story. The rest is history. Just writing, releasing songs. Got another 2 EPs coming out this year. So nice.
And now you're also part of the Dallas Sounds Rescue program.
I am.
So how did you get into that? Because I know there's some auditions, right? Something like that, right?
Yeah. So when I moved to Dallas, it was basically starting from scratch because I didn't have a music career out here. I wasn't known here. Mm-hmm. I'd spent 5-6 years in Lubbock, kind of getting to know the scene. And so when I moved here, I really just kind of like hit the ground running. Open mic. Yeah. Open mic. Staying after, helping out, going to the next open mic, bouncing around, doing the whole circuit for like a year and a half. And then I found Creatives Factory. Creatives Factory.
How'd you find them?
Through the Love Mic. So at that point, Love Mic was still at Chocolate Secrets.
Chocolate Secrets, yeah.
And still very young. I was there like as it was starting to burst. We would get like consistently like 40, 50, 60, 80 people weekly. And I was doing sound with them. And so that was like, me and Jenna go way back. Yeah. For sure. And so at that point, we were getting connected with Creatives Factory. They were on the scene as well. And so we started going to Creatives Factory's open mic. And then I was like, cool, that's live sound. I was like, I want to do that. That's awesome. So I started, stalking them for a while.
To do their sound.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised they didn't give me a restraining order. It was wild. So I was just like, I want to do sound, and I'll do it for free, and I will be here. And
so how'd you get into that?
Into
doing
sound?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a part of like just the music recording process.
I guess that's true. Yeah. You kind of had to know it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between like recording and like live.
Right.
But I feel like live is very technical and very like in the moment.
I know.
And recording is like recording is very much so the kind of not the antithesis of that. Is like, cool, we can make it perfect here. But your goal is to make it as close to perfect as you can in live. So live really taught me a lot about how to record and record properly. And that was a fun experience. So I did that for probably like 2 years with them. I was just like, I remember sitting down with Jonathan Camacho, and he's like, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, we'll see how much you show up. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I will stalk you. Yeah. He's like, haha. I'm like, I'm not joking. I want it. Yeah. And so, I just stuck around. I literally just stuck around. And they were like, where's Will? Like, yeah, I'm sticking around. And I was just there. Yeah. So came a part of that team. And then Jonathan McNeary is the head, or someone who's spearheading Dallas Sounds, and he's like, hey, we're starting this initiative. I mean, at that point, I had a couple songs that were pretty solid in the holster, and I auditioned, and they're like, dude, go for it. Do you have 3 hours worth of music? I was like, yep.
So you were part of the first run of it?
Second round.
Okay.
So they did a beta. They did like a trial round,
Mm-hmm.
and they had some really solid artists. They had like Remy Riley, Joshua Stone, really, really solid artists.
Nice.
And then when they opened it up to everyone else after the pilot,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was a part of that first one.
Nice. And ever since you've been there?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's definitely opened up some doors. I've gotten to perform at Clyde Warren quite a bit. I've gotten some residencies that have worked really nice. Yeah, it's really helped kind of diversify my music portfolio as far as performance goes.
So when did you did you start performing for Craze Factory? Well, I guess for the audition, John saw you, I guess.
Yeah. So we started there. I mean, I'd go do the open mics, right? And then when I did the open mics, it's just like the people that were the founders and owners of Creatives Factory were a part of the panel for Dallas Sounds.
Right.
So that kind of went hand in hand.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because Creatives Factory is a big reason why this tiny stage even exists.
Yeah. They roll deep, man. They run deep, for sure. Great people.
For people that don't know the story, I'm sure if you know me, you've heard it a billion times. But on August 8th, 2 years ago today, we had our very first live music event. There was no stage or anything like that. It was just two speakers and a mic.
Yep.
And we needed musical acts, and I didn't know how to book music.
Yeah.
But a friend of ours that worked here knew Christian from the Creatives Factory, and I hit him up. I was like, I hear you're in the music biz.
Yep.
I didn't know it was like that. And he was like, sure. He sent us H.D. Kennedy, Dylan Noir, Solitary Witch.
Yeah, I think I opened for HT.
Yeah, and then from there, the rest is kind of history.
Yep.
That's why we say on August 8th is the portal of manifestation, and I think it's actually real, because the owner said, we're going to open up, we're going to manifest something, but we're going to use music. We don't know what we're going to manifest, but we're going to use music. And then he fell in love with all these live acts coming through, and then he's like, all right, now we're a music venue. He built the stage in September, and then
done deal.
They say the rest is history.
Yeah, done deal, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be here on the anniversary as well. That's cool too.
Yeah, it's so awesome to see you here. And so you were here, like I said, it was like February-ish.
Yep.
You opened for, I'm forgetting who you opened for.
Pretty sure it was HT.
Was it HT?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I opened for him. I mean, he asked me to open. I was like, sick.
I'm laughing because it was a cold night, but when HT played here, it was August 8th. He played at noon.
Yeah.
It was super hot. He comes here because, you have to have the outfit. He's like
like a leather jacket.
Oh, my God. We had fans on him. The owner was holding an umbrella over his head because the sun was like right on top of him.
Yeah. Texas weather is crazy.
And then he came back in the freezing cold. That guy's a trooper, though.
Actually, he's... Yeah, me and him, we even started our own open mic for a while. Me, him, and his lady Chancey. We hopped around locations. We started at a Chop Shop at Chocolate Secrets. Mm-hmm. And then we went from Chocolate Secrets to a spot out in Duncanville.
Oh, wow.
And I think there was another spot before that, but we did that for about 3 years.
Yep.
And it was literally just kind of like a medium ground of like, hey, you don't want to perform, but you just kind of like want to work on your music with other musicians.
Yeah.
And so we taught people how to do production. We taught people how to
cool.
People would get unrustified per se, like, I haven't performed in a while. Okay, cool. Come perform with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or, hey, I have new material. It's not polished yet. It's just imperfect. Cool. Come perform with us. So it wasn't like, oh, we're going to record you and it's going to be this big thing. But it also wasn't like you sitting in your house. It was like that nice middle ground of like, you can be imperfect, but everyone had the same pressure. Kind of acceptance and level of urgency and professionalism. Like, I want to do this and I want to do it well.
Right.
So like a lot of those people I'm still friends with to this day, and they've grown tremendously.
Have you thought about doing that again sometime?
Yeah, we talk about it. It is definitely a commitment.
Do it here.
Yeah, it's definitely a commitment for sure.
That'd be really cool. I've actually wanted to start something that I've been thinking about for like a good year now.
Yeah.
I want to start something called the Tiny Sounders Club. Because Tiny Sounders Club. Okay. Because I've had to learn sound because now we're doing live music, and now I had to learn how to use a Model 12 mixer. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I hope it's back.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. It's a whole different ballgame.
But I've had to learn, but, like, I'm always asking for advice from everyone that kind of knows it. But, like, I thought it'd be cool if, like, we had a sort of club that we can all come here and, like, kind of use the stage as our sort of lab. Yeah. Like, if you want to learn how to, like, gain stage a live show, especially an outdoor venue, come here and practice. Or that Model 12 is a multi-track mixer. You can kind of do everything with that. Sure. So, like, we can invite like a sort of expert to kind of show us this is how you do it properly. This is how you mark a thing. This is how you do all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what it was for. Yeah. It's like, cool, if you want to do production, I'll let you do production one week and you come help set up.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to learn how to sing better or get some vocal, critiquing, that's exactly what it was for. It wasn't perfection at all. It's like, no, I mean, it's not my room, but it's also not American Idol, right? So it's like, this is definitely room for feedback. It's definitely room for, hey, that song was great. I think we should do this. Or, hey, if you want me to play behind you, I'm so down for that.
It's a creative gym.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it was, for sure.
That's what I love calling this stage. Is because people are like, oh, I'm so nervous. I'm like, no, this is like your gym. This is where you're working out. Like,
so that's exactly
no judgments here. Like
that's literally how we promoted it. Was like, hey, if you don't show up, the gym's still there.
Yeah.
Like if you show up, the gym's there. If you don't show up, the gym's there. So yeah. So that's what we did for about 3 years, and we had to put that down for a bit because we were doing it, I think, once a week, and then we went to once every other week, and then it kind of just dissolved because we were all like, I think this was like 2023, 2024, and like job market was even worse. And so we were like, hey guys, you gotta make some money real quick.
I get it. Yeah.
But it did well. It did really, really good, and it was a great time. It was a really great time. Love the community that was there. We might bring it back. We're thinking about it for sure.
That'd be really cool to have it here. Since if you want to, here's your venue. Just let me know when.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Set it up.
Absolutely, for sure. That would be really, really fun. So I'll have to talk to them. I won't do it without them. Being an event hoster is.
Well, H.T. Kennedy is, like I say, one of the Mount Rushmore of the tiny stage. Like, this is his stage.
Yeah,
he helped,
for sure.
He literally helped build it. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's super, super dope. Yeah. That sounds like something Hunter would do.
Yeah,
for sure.
That'd be great. So all right. So since you've been at the Dallas Sound, so have you had any kind of other gigs around that kind of like spattered around, or?
Yeah, I had a residency probably about almost a year ago, a little under a year ago. At Fogo de Chao.
What they say?
That was fun.
Oh, I wanted to go so bad to one of your shows, but it was always like during one of these shows.
Yeah.
But I'm like, my God, how freaking awesome would it be to eat some awesome steak and watch you play?
Their food was
Forget
amazing. It. So I did that for a while. I've played private shows, corporate events, played for weddings and engagement parties.
And all that kind of came from the Dallas Sounds thing?
No, I think what came from Dallas Sounds was I think Clyde Warren was like the biggest one that came from Dallas Sounds, which was really dope. I really appreciated it. But I told myself two things when I started music. It wasn't a deal. It was just kind of like a exchange. I was just like, all right, God, if you give me gigs or you give me opportunities to perform my music, I'll always make sure the end of my sets are worship and they're exalting you and giving you praise. And I literally from then I have not gotten a gig that I've searched for. Gigs have come to me.
Wow.
So every gig that I play, including Clyde Warren, including Dallas Sounds, including Fogo, all of them, my last 30 minutes to an hour is always worship.
Nice.
Always, always, always. And that's how we roll. So
can I ask how your relationship with God kind of worked, or like how that started?
How does it work, or how did it start?
How it started, I guess, because I don't consider like anyone that knows me, and I'm getting better though. I'm getting closer, but anyone that knows me, I'm about as far away from God as you can get, or I was anyway.
Yeah.
But having met Jana and people like Kayla Raquel and Keyshawn Taylor, and even do you know Fantasyverse?
Do what?
Fantasyverse.
C-verse? Yeah.
Fantasyverse?
Fantasyverse.
Yeah.
I think I've met him once or twice.
Yeah, he's kind of a weird kind of, but believe it or not, even him.
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to it, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just kind of curious if it's okay.
No, I love talking about this stuff for sure.
Like kind of how like it started with you.
Yeah, I mean,
like from an early age, or did it kind of like happen like a little bit?
I mean, you grow up in it, right? Yeah, so there's a culture of it, and then there's a conscious decision, right?
Yeah.
And so, kind of how I put it to people that are always interested in it is, I'll say something like, Carlos, so like, what's your dream car? Like, if money was not an object, what is your dream car?
2002 Subaru WRX.
WRX, right? Interior, what color?
Interior?
Yeah.
Black.
What's the exterior?
Royal blue.
Royal blue.
Yeah.
Headlights smoked out. What are we talking?
All that. Yeah.
All that stuff.
All
right?
the trimmings. Yeah.
Let's say you see that car for sale, right? It's at a really good price. Really, really good price.
Okay.
And you go into the dealership, and the dealer is just an asshole.
With my credit, they'll take it the frick out of here.
Right? You're like, I want that. He's like, well, I don't know if you can handle it. It's royal blue, and you don't look really royal to me. Right? And he's just giving you like the absolute. He's just putting you through it, and you're like, I don't even know if it's worth it, right?
Right.
And then you go to another dealership, same car, same layout, you love it. It's like $20,000-$30,000 more. And you're like, but I really want it, so you go. And the guy walks in and he's like, oh my gosh, you're here for that car? Man, we just got that car washed and I think it was for you.
Wow.
Just the nicest guy.
Yep.
Right? Even if he was the nicest guy, instead of $30,000, he's like, you know what? I really like you, Carlos. I'm going to cut like that 30 off, make it 15. It's still $15,000 more than the other dealership. And you're like, I love this. I'm going to get the car, right? Yep. That's likely, right?
Yeah, for sure.
My question to you is, did the car change?
No.
Who changed?
The dealer.
The dealer changed.
Yeah.
So why is it, if we have this vehicle, right, of this amazing story and this historically accurate story of someone who gave their everything to redeem a relationship with us, not to get us to do good, not to get us to do anything, not to manipulate us, but to give us relationship, which is the whole point, is I just want to be in relationship with you so much so that I did these things for you, not to make you do anything, but just for the opportunity of relationship with you, right? Why do we let people that are still learning how to do it right? Why do we let priests, why do we let churches, why do we let politics get in the way of our dream vehicle?
Right.
Right? The car didn't change.
Right.
Jesus didn't change. The culture may have changed. Your experience with it, your exposure to it may have changed, but the vehicle stayed the same.
Yeah.
And so that's how I kind of describe it. And I was like, I'll say to people, I was like, I know some dealers are assholes. 100%. I don't disagree with you. Like there are plenty of Christians where I'm like, I look at the Christian, I'm like, this is why they don't like us. This is why we can't have nice things. Right. Like I see it. Like if I didn't have a relationship with God, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I totally get it. And I don't let that stop me from my dream vehicle. And so even from a young age, I was like, oh, God is this. Oh, well, I think God is. No one asked you what you think. God is this. Well, I think the Subaru would look better in jet black. I didn't ask your opinion. Right. I want that one.
Right.
Well, if you put a lift kit on, no one asked you. I want that one, right?
Yeah.
So I've always been really stubborn in that way. So I would invite people. It's like, cool. Have you read the book? And like, well, I grew up with the story. That's not what I asked. Right? If you talk to a Harry Potter fan, what do they say? The movie is always different from the book, right? There's always things in the book that were not in the movie, right? Yeah. And so if you're talking to people,
my sister over there is like
exactly
that.
Right. And if you talk to somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, you love her. Oh my gosh, I love Harry Potter. It's like, okay, did you read the book? You're like, you're not a fan.
The movie better. Yeah.
You're not a fan, right? I extend that same kind of like logic to people that either question God or are agnostic or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying read this to choose Him. I'm saying, cool. If you don't choose Him, at least know what you're not choosing.
Right.
Right. At least have the forthright to say, I read the whole book, and now I know I don't like it. Versus, I didn't read the book. I saw the movies, and the movies were okay. I don't like it. It's like, oh, but the book had so much more.
Right.
Right. And so,
oh wow,
yeah, the book has so much more.
I think you just put me over the edge.
Yeah, it's just, and it's never to be like, oh, I'm gonna convert you. It's like, read the book, and if you read the book and your life does not get better, that's your business.
Yeah.
But at least you can say, I read the book.
Right.
And this. But if you don't read the book and you have an opinion, you're less credible by default in any book, any field,
For
right?
sure, yeah.
I'm not going to ask you about aerodynamics, not because you're not a smart guy, but because you don't study aerodynamics.
Right.
And you're not going to ask me about aerodynamics because
right.
I'm not a smart guy, right?
But I saw a YouTube video.
Right, exactly. And that's what a lot of the world does today.
Yep.
And so I don't ever say like, oh, you're stupid. I just say, okay, how credible is the source? That's all I ask. And so even for me in high school, I was, I considered myself a deist. I studied Taoism, Jainism, Buddhism.
Oh, I love that.
New Age before it was hip. Like I studied all of that.
Yeah.
And I circled back and I came back to Jesus. Like, oh, He doesn't say that gods don't exist. He says just don't put any gods before us. He didn't even say that we can't make our own gods.
Right.
Because we can. And He just said don't put it before Him. It's like, oh, well, what does that look like? And so I just started, because I'm a little autistic, but I'm a very logical person, a very analytical person. And so I just started asking those questions. I was like, oh. And the more I started asking those questions, it's not that I stopped listening to the church, but I just started being able to tell like, oh, you read the book. Oh, you're not reading the book, and that's fine. I don't judge people that don't read the book. Live your life. But for those who read the book, it's like, cool, what are your thoughts on it, right? If you read Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, like those people usually like love Dungeons and Dragons because they buy into the culture, they buy into the lore, right?
Right.
And that's perfect. And then you have people that are Christian that read the book and they buy into the lore. Like, oh, I love this. Have you read this? Oh my gosh, it's the same. You could say fanaticism, right? It's the same level of zeal and enthusiasm. It's just different books.
Yeah.
One book has a great story that can be applicable to your eternal soul, right? And one book has a really great story that is not even attempting to apply to your eternal soul.
Yeah.
But they're both great books.
So you say you're pretty stubborn with it, I guess.
I'm extremely stubborn.
But has there been a period in your life where it's been hard or like?
Oh, every day. It's not supposed to be easy.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be easy.
You kind of question it or like?
Oh, every day.
Have you ever said, "Oh, fuck this"? Like, no, never.
He's done too much and he's been too real to me.
Yeah.
There are things that he has kept me from. There are things he's kept me from. There are things he's brought me through. And I don't mean that in a very cliche. I mean that in a very literal sense.
Yeah.
Whether it's pornography and borderline bestiality to premeditated murder and homicide to drug abuse. Like, I know I don't look it, but I promise you I'm not better than anyone else. I'm very aware of what I'm capable of, and not in a braggadocious sense.
Yeah.
But it just adds value to like, wow, I'm still here despite all of that.
Right.
And so I can never deny him. I can never deny his existence, and I can never deny his love for me because of what he's done for me. But that's also a choice, right? Yeah. There's things that you're aware of, and there are things that you're not aware of that he's kept you from and loved you through. And you can choose to acknowledge him or not, right? Even the whole cliche verse of John 3:16, he doesn't say those who jump 3 times and say Jesus, Jesus, and do a cartwheel. He didn't say those who pay tithes and pray every day and do the aerobics of Catholicism and knee ups, knee downs. He didn't say that. He said just believe in me and believe that I did it.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is that you give me the credit for what I did. That was a qualifier, right?
Yeah.
It is, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. The whole thing is just give me credit for what I did.
Yeah.
If you bought the car from this dealer and you say,
I'm going to say that dealer was awesome.
That dealer was awesome. You're not going to say, yeah, that other guy that was trying to charge me, like he was a jerk. Yeah, that guy stole it. No, you're not going to say that. You're like, no, I got it from this guy.
Yeah.
And he was awesome. That's all he asked for, right? And so when you break it down into those terms, you're like, oh, that's a lot more digestible.
Oh, man. No one's ever explained to me like that before.
Yeah, because not a lot of people read the book.
Now I actually understand a little more. Like,
yeah. I'm a very literal guy. I'm very literal. I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't understand, but as far as like the fundamentals, it's like, cool. And if you believe in him, right? If we're talking about belief and we're talking about what you're willing to do because of your belief, you believe in gravity.
Mm-hmm.
You believe in the love of your family. You believe what you're capable of doing, right? Belief is not just, spiritual. Belief is like, I'm willing to die on this hill, right? That's what fascinates me about people. Yeah. That's what fascinated me about all culture and all religion. It's like, dude, you're willing to die on this hill. Like, you put so much energy and effort towards the existence of this thing. You're willing to give your life for this hill. What is that? Yeah. That fascinates me. And so belief isn't a small thing at all, but it is something that doesn't require action in the forefront. Your belief in gravity right now, like if you let go of that mic in your hand, you have belief in gravity that's going to fall.
Yeah.
So you don't let it go.
Right.
If you're in space where it has less gravity, you're like, oh, I can, right? Because you have a very strong belief in gravity. Mm-hmm. And you have a lot of proof that gravity exists, right? So Christ is saying, just believe in me. And if you believe in me and you believe in what I've said and you believe in what I've done, how you act changes by default.
Man,
does that make sense?
Yes, I know. I'm just thinking about my own life because, all right, so my upbringing was a little different. My mother is from Colombia, very Catholic.
Love Colombians.
My father's from Chile, but very, very atheist. Like, this is all BS.
Yep.
He will drop us off at church and then go home because he's like, it's all bullshit, whatever.
Yep.
So I had that kind of dichotomy there, and then really fast. When you're young, at least in New Jersey, I don't know how it is here, but in Catholic school, or in Catholicism, there's something called the First Communion.
Yep.
And you have to, I guess, do some classes first. It's called like CCD over there. Mm-hmm. I think there's a catechism, something like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd be in class, and they would say these things like if you do a sin, you have to say 10 Hail Marys or something. Oh, I lied. Well, I say 10 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me. I was like, why 10?
Why specifically 10?
I was like, why not 9? Why not 11? And I was like, what are the? Because I was trying to figure out the rules. I'm like, all right, so like if I do this, it's like 12 or like 20.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not going to do 20, but 10 is okay. So I'll get away. So like, I'm just trying to figure out like, what's the game here?
How do we work the system? Let's work the system.
So I was like, why 10?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you can't question God. And I was like, but I am.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not supposed to. But I'm like, but I am. Like,
yeah.
Am I bad for
what are we
doing
gonna
that?
Do that? Yeah.
No, but I was like, am I a bad kid? Because like it's in my head.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it. It just popped in my head and I had to question.
Yeah.
And I would ask questions like that. And then they basically asked my mother to not send me back. Because
absolutely.
I was giving the other kids bad ideas, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
And they literally kicked us out of the freaking church. They sent us a letter saying, hey, by the way, we noticed that you haven't donated to our church, so don't ask us for any help. Yeah. And then for me, solidified. I was like, it is bullshit. I'm like, they don't give a crap about anybody.
Absolutely.
Like, So then, funny enough, my mom, just for the insurance, I had to have my first communion just in case. So we had to fly to Colombia because they don't care. Just pay the priest and the whole ceremony.
Yeah.
And
very performative.
Oh my God, dude! I was with my first cousin. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was just me and her. We're dressed in all white. It was like we were getting freaking married.
Yeah.
But it was our first communion. Yeah.
But
it was all very performative.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't feel anything from that. Yeah. I mean, I made my mom happy, my family happy. That's nice.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel anything from it. I was like, this is all silly, you know.
Yeah. I mean, especially what age were you when that happened?
About 10.
Exactly. Yeah. 10-year-olds are inquisitive, especially 10-year-old males.
Yeah.
We push boundaries all the time. We're dudes. That's our whole thing. It's like wait, is there authority? If not, then can I be the authority? Right. And then there's an authority that puts us in our place, right?
Right.
That's what guys do. And then you're 10, you're inquisitive, you're trying to learn how to be autonomous, you're trying to like be a human being. Yeah. And so you're like, cool, what's the system? How do I work the system? Am I the system? Is there a system that's over? Right. That's normal. Right. And so...
But then what you were saying was that like there's proof. Like, there's proof gravity exists, right? Yeah. So I kind of grew up around people that were religious. Yeah. Not so necessarily Catholic, but kind of Christian and, whatever. Yeah. And I would tell them, oh, yeah, this is BS. But I would watch their life, like, be awesome. Like, go in a really nice trajectory. And mine was... up and down, sometimes more down and down more, you know what I mean? Where, and then I'm like, maybe they're on to something, but I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, no. Like, I have my father's head playing, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, that last salesman.
Yeah, exactly, right, that last salesman, exactly. Yeah. And now that I'm 43, like, I have enough of, what do you call it? Like,
data.
To kind of say, like, you know what? Like, this is why people like Kayla Raquel and Keyshawn Taylor, like, they don't tell me, oh, go worship. They just like, I'm just observing how they are, and they're very open about it. Yeah. And I can tell when Kayla's here because I can feel her. Yeah. I can tell when Keyshawn's around because I can feel them. You know what I mean?
It's crazy thought about that. So Kayla, I love Kayla. Kayla, she her. That's what I call her. Kayla carries the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit, because this is a question that people that are agnostic or atheists ask, like, oh, if Christ died, then why doesn't he come back and show me his body? The reason he gave up his one body was to cover the sins of everybody, and he sent his paraclete, the Holy Spirit, to be in everybody. So you're asking him to show his one body. He's like, dude, I'm literally inside of you. Yeah. And so when you look in the mirror... Jesus said that
the kingdom of God is in you.
Exactly.
It's not under a stone. It was, say, if you split a piece of wood, I'm there. You lift a piece of stone, I'm there. So you don't need a church, basically,
And so when you're looking for God, he's like, literally look in the mirror, like, I'm in there, just listen to me. Right. And so the only difference, and this is, I mean this very kindly, the only difference between you and Kayla is Kayla's choosing to tune into the frequency that he resides on, and it resonates through her being. And because it resonates like a speaker, and he's already inside of you, the frequency is resonating to the Holy Spirit inside of you, but you're not tuned in. So you're like, what do I feel? That's exactly what it is. Yeah. We want to talk about frequencies and like higher levels. I feel like
I'm in that dial where it's like, but I'm like, you start hearing the music faintly, and then one more turn, you're going to be on that channel. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what presence is. Yeah. Right. So Holy Spirit is alive and present in Kayla, and so as she walks, it literally changes the barometric pressure in the room. Yeah. Because the Holy Spirit's so present in her. Does that make sense?
Yes. No.
That's stuff
her
happens.
And Keyshawn Taylor, they can just freaking look at me, and I'm like,
exactly.
Like I'm like taking it back for some odd reason. I start feeling things, and I'm like,
you're resonating.
Yeah.
Right, and you're choosing not to tune out.
No.
I think that's the difference. There are people that choose to tune out because of bad salesmen, bad experiences. Right. And that's a choice, right? The creator of the universe gave us this beautiful thing called choice. And so because you're choosing not to tune out, you're like, what is this? And you're getting to the point where you're like the FM dial. You're like, I kind of want to hear it more clearly.
Exactly,
you're not like,
I'm like first it was static,
Yeah.
static. Now
And
there's some music coming through.
Yeah.
And I know just a little more, like a subtle little
and it
turn.
gets clearer
it's going to get
and
right
clearer,
there. Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
action, one is a choice, and two is obedience. What does that look like? That dial turning is like, cool, I want to hear it more clearly. That's you being inquisitive. That's you reading the book.
Mhm.
That's you finding community that can help you with where you're resonating and help you resonate more. That's what those things are.
Yeah.
That's you praying, right? Just like you're trying to talk to God, God's trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
God's been trying to talk to you.
Mm.
1000%, right? But we choose to tune into or not tune into that channel.
And what I've noticed, again, because
Yeah.
in my 43 years, I've noticed when I don't.
Yeah.
Because I do hear it sometimes, but then I'm like, no.
Yeah, dude, he loves
And,
you, man.
and then I see my life go, you know,
And
Yeah.
there is nothing
without even trying it.
Yeah.
I'm like, turn around and I'm like, what?
we don't need
Like,
to try.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like if you're on an escalator going down,
Yeah, you don't.
do you need to move to go down?
No.
It's not very hard.
Yeah.
Right? You just stand there and
Right.
you're going down, right?
Right.
Same thing for going up, right? And so to that point, right, there's a level of obedience.
Bless you.
There's a level of obedience and action that comes with it. And it's not to the avail of, oh, if I do this, I'm going to get good things. It's, no, I want to hear this voice more clearly. And the byproduct of me hearing this voice more clearly is an increase in quality of life. Maybe not be external, right? Because I still suffer. Like, I'm not like, wow, I'm a Christian and my credit score's 820 and I have a job
No,
and I have a Lamborghini.
I'm more worried about my internal.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's your internal quality of life gets better.
Yeah.
Right? There's even a verse in the Bible that says you won't have to boast about yourself. People that see Christ in you will say, what do I need to do to get that?
Right.
Exactly what you said. You're a witness to that. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I literally lived without him and I didn't listen to him. And I see people that live with him. I'm like, I want that.
I want that. Yeah.
There's a verse in the Bible that says that. That's like, I don't need to flex on you. Hey, I'm a Christian. You're not. I'm barely. No, it's like if you do it right and you're walking and you're tuned into that frequency, people are gonna be like, I want that. What is that? I don't know what it is. I want it.
Yep.
You can get it yourself. How do I do that? This. I don't know if I want to do that. Then you don't want it.
Right.
Right? But it's not because
Man.
I'm keeping it from you.
Yeah.
It's a gift given, right? I can't keep it from you. You can just choose to accept the
Yeah.
gift or not. Right?
Wow.
And with that gift, it's kind of like when you get your first car. You're like, I have freedom, but now you have the oil change and
Yeah.
the taxes
Gases
and the
and
insurance
keep
and the
the tires
gas and
deflated.
the wheel and the car washes, right?
Right.
So with the gift comes responsibility.
Oh man, I love that you gave me that, like, because I love metaphors, and
Yeah.
like, so that's gonna stick with me so hard.
Yeah,
now.
with the gift comes responsibility.
Yeah.
With the car comes insurance and registration
Everything,
and
yeah.
all the things. But you have a car.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, drive wherever you want, America.
Yeah.
But
America.
But if the tire pops, that's you.
Yeah.
Right? If the registration expires, that's you, right?
Right.
So when you choose a life with Christ, it's not that you can't be a polygamist. It's not that you can't smoke and do drugs and all the things. It's like, no, I don't want to anymore.
Right.
Can you? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Some people still do. I'm still working on it, right? You don't want to anymore. Like, if you have the love of your life, can you absolutely find another woman attractive and go cheat on her? You
No.
can't. You don't want to.
Yeah. No.
Why wouldn't you want to?
No, I mean, I've always been very monogamous like that.
I love.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Good.
Yeah.
Good on you, man. Good on you.
I've never cheated on anybody.
Exactly, right? And it's not because you couldn't. It's because you're like, I don't want to hurt that person.
Yeah, but also I want them. I don't want anybody else.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So on an emotional and a spiritual level, God's like, I don't want anyone else but you. So much so onto the point of death,
Mm.
right? And he's like, I just want a little love back, bro.
Yeah.
Right? That's what God's saying. It's
Oh,
like, okay, what does
man.
that look like? Hey, man, I know you really, really like to drink. I think you like drinking more than you like me. Can we not do that anymore?
Right.
And you're like, but it's not. I still read my Bible while I'm drunk. That's like, babe, I just put the finger in. Like, you're like, you're making excuses,
Yeah.
right? But he's just like,
It was
I
just a
just want you to make sure. I'm not saying you can't do stuff, but what I am saying is, I don't want anything around you to mess up what we have because I care about you so much.
Right.
Whatever it is around you that's going to mess up what we have, this thing that we going on, me and Mrs. Jones,
Yeah.
I'll take it away because I love you that much.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to give a 5-year-old a Lamborghini.
Right.
Right? But I like Lamborghini. You're not ready for that.
Right.
And if you have it, you're never going to be home. And if you're never home, I'm never going to see you. So if I need to not give you a Lamborghini so I can see you and keep you safe, you're not getting the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Well, you hate me. You're not. No. I love you. That's why I'm not giving it to you. Right? That happens on a spiritual level. There are things
Yeah.
that God wants to give us, but we're not ready for it. Or there are things that God's like, if I give that to you, you're going to turn away from me.
Yeah.
So because I love you so much and I don't want you to turn away from me, I'll take your bickering and your moaning, and you can hate me all you want, but you don't know I'm keeping you safe. You don't know I'm keeping this first.
And having that awareness is probably what keeps that trust strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't always look the way we want it to.
Man.
Trust me, it doesn't always look the way we want it to.
Thank you so much for explaining. No one's ever broke it down like that for me.
Yeah.
And for me, it makes total sense, and it really vibes with me.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
I'm gonna take that. And it's about 9:04. But in true haste fashion, we spent the last 15 minutes of this interview.
Hey, brother.
For God.
Absolutely, man. And that's all lived experience.
Didn't
man.
even plan that.
It never is. That's the thing. Like when I tell you, I just got off a long day of work, and I was just like, all right. Yeah. I got a gig. I told them I was going to show up. I'm going to show up. And then we end up doing my favorite thing, which is just loving on people and talking about Jesus. Literally my favorite thing.
Man, you just brought me right there, man. Like now the music's getting a little louder.
Yeah, bro. And if you want a Bible, I got a Bible in my car, bro.
All right.
It's all yours.
Oh, shit. All right. Yes.
Yeah. I want you to read the book.
Yes.
And I don't want you to read the book because I was like, oh, you're just read the book.
Well, it's going to motivate me because it's from you, but yes.
Oh, dude, receive that. Thank you, man, so much. Yeah,
sure.
But I'm so glad we got to have this conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so glad we got to kind of just jam and gel about it. God's good and God loves you, man. Genuinely. Not in like a weird, well, like all the things before this conversation, like between Jana and Keyshawn and everybody else, like he literally is like, no, I want you. I put these people around you.
Man, I almost feel bad because like
you.
Now that I'm thinking about this, like I'm just thinking about like so. All right, you've heard of my production company,
yep.
Olate or OP Production.
Yep.
The OP stands for Olate Power.
Yeah.
My last name is Olate.
Yeah.
It's a sort of inside joke in my family. It comes from my father.
Yeah.
But like not in a good way.
Yeah.
Stupid things like we're at the supermarket online. There's a big line, and he'd be like, "Watch, this register's going to break."
Yeah.
And then sure enough, you see the lights start blinking, and then people start messing with the register. And he's like, "See," I'm like, "But that's your fault because you freaking called it." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had the opposite kind.
Yeah.
Where like lucky stuff happened. Like my sister just left, but like there was this one story. We were at Cold Stone Brewery. You know at that place?
Yeah.
I order a small. She orders a large, but they mix ours up.
Yeah.
So I get a free or like a discounted large because like, whatever, it's yours. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And then, but she has to get hers fixed because she has that Olate power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always had the kind of good luck and like so many, like even finding this place and landing this kind of thing was very lucky. But I've never given credit to that good salesman. I've just said, oh, it's good luck.
Bro, he loves you, man.
You know what I mean?
And he and the best part is like he's gonna love you whether you give him credit or not.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I feel that, man.
Yeah, dude.
Man, thank you so much, dude.
Absolutely, brother.
So let's finish out. So what do you got going on right now?
Working on a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm actually performing on Tiny Stage right now. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I'm working on about 2 EPs. I just released my singular rap, the Chick-fil-A rap. It's called
Chick-fil-A
My Pleasure.
Rap?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I wrote that while I was in Lubbock, and I just released it because I was like, here we go.
Nice.
And so I'm working on about 2 more EPs. They're going to have about 5 songs each. I'll probably be playing some of those songs tonight.
Nice.
And then maybe a new song or not. We'll see how it goes.
Cool.
But yeah.
And still with the Dallas Sounds and everything else, right?
Yeah, still with Dallas Sounds. Still performing everywhere. Want to follow me on Instagram? It's h.e.i.s official. h.e.i.s.official. I have merch. It's all connected to my page.
Ooh, really?
I have hoodies. I have a whole slogan.
All right.
Human connector making human connections, because that's exactly what Christ did. He wasn't trying to, like, he was God in the flesh, right? But he didn't, like, boast or flaunt that. He's just, like, just trying to connect with you.
Yeah.
And so took that to heart and, have Human Connector making human connections, hoodies, hats, phone cases. Any and all support is welcome and appreciated. Music is welcome and appreciated.
And we can find that through your Instagram?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
And
awesome.
I'll send you the link so you can put it in the bios as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Ding, 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 ding. They do it on purpose because they see a stage and they start cranking up their music.
We just love it,
Freaking
dude.
Garland. All right, so we'll finish out with a couple of questions that I always ask everybody.
Yeah.
All right, here's a fun question. Who would you collaborate with, dead or alive? Anybody? Who would be the one person that you would want to collaborate with?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How come?
Chris Martin has, so music for me was never about money. Music for me has literally saved my life in several ways. I'm that guy. Music saved my life.
Yeah, I get it.
And so I just want to sit in a room, not like fanboy over him, but literally just be like, let's go through your process.
Yep.
What's your process? I'm literally here to learn. Like,
Yep.
I'm sat. What are we doing?
Nice.
You're like, oh, you want to hear? It's like, oh, we can talk about life, but like, cool. How do we take life and turn it into what you put out? Because what you put out is musical heroin.
Yes, it is,
and it's awesome.
Yes,
and I'm a druggie to it, dude. Like, when I tell you, I had every live and recorded at every concert from their first album, Parachutes, to Multimixo. I don't know how to say it. Never know how to say it.
No.
Memorized. Live albums included.
Wow.
Mistakes included.
Wow.
I wore that band out.
Nice.
Out. Love Coldplay.
Yeah.
And so if I was supposed to, like, if I was saying, I'm just like, hey man, just how are we doing it? How'd you do it? To do it for 20 years, dude.
Yeah.
And still be relevant and still do it at the level that he does it.
Yeah.
Not that Michael Jackson or Prince didn't do it as well, but to strike the chord that they did, not for virtuosity, not for like they did these super cool licks, not that they couldn't. It's, man, we're here for the soul. We're here for the, like, we're here to hit that undercurrent.
Oh man,
of your brain.
It just popped in my head. There's this one Coldplay song. It's a pretty recent song.
Yeah,
I think. But My Father Passed in 21.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Yep.
I freaking heard that song. I was like, oh my
messed
God.
you up, dude.
I was on the floor, like in
bro,
the fetal position.
And that is, if that is not the definition of what it means to be like connected, it's like you don't have to know me to understand me, right? I can't tell you how many times like I've performed songs that I've played, and there's literally a guy that I performed that Cloud of War, and he stopped in his tracks. He was with like 12 of his friends. He just stopped and just stared at me, and he's like, "That." Why that? How'd you know? That's why I read music. That's the sole reason.
I remember seeing you at 3 Links as part of that the Dial Sound showcase.
Yeah.
And I was with a friend, and you said, "Here's a song that's gonna make you cry," and then sure enough, both of us were like, "Ah."
Yep. That's why I do it.
Nice.
I mean, if money comes, like, to God be the glory, but
right.
I do it because there's literally entire albums from Coldplay, entire albums that are like, thank you.
Nice.
I don't know who hurt you or why, but thank you for writing what you wrote.
Right.
And boy, howdy. So I just want to pass that forward.
All
so
right, Chris Martin, if you're listening.
Huh?
I said Chris Martin, if you're listening.
Dude, if you want to collab,
Come
I'd love to
down
make it out to... Please don't stop touring. I'm on my way, I promise.
Come to this tiny stage on your way somewhere.
Come to your tiny state, bro. Literally, I just want to write a song, bro. I don't even have to write a song. We have to put it out.
I should reach out to his people just for the hell of it.
Hey, dude. If they hit you up, I will probably cry. Like,
me too. Shit.
Bucket list levels. Like I wrote a song and Chris Martin listened to it. I can die now.
Yep.
I got God and Chris Martin heard my song. Awesome. I can die now. It's gonna be great.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
Similar vein, because you collaborate with a lot of people around here. In fact, at our last DFW Covers Others, you kind of formed a little quasi band in our store. Like real fast, it came out.
Yep.
And did some covers with Katie Day. It was a few other people.
Yeah, Katie Day. We did a Joke in the Old Folks Home cover. Yeah, it was fun.
So, is there anyone that you want to collaborate with that you haven't collaborated with yet in the local scene?
In the local scene, how local are we talking? Like DFW or just Dallas?
DFW, or like, I guess like in our community. I guess. You know, like.
So there's several. Remy Riley, Every Day of the Week, Oak and Ember, Stin Hudson and Faith Thompson. Congratulations, they're about to have a baby. I love them. They're amazing, amazing writers. Kelvin Thomas.
Yeah, I saw him. He's cool.
Love his writing.
Yeah.
Kelvin Thomas is like, I wouldn't say top 5 artists in my life, but as far as singer-songwriter, like having a level of, I didn't ask to enter your soul, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Gosh, his writing's so good. And I hate it. I love it and I hate it. Because I'm like, I've heard this song literally probably 100 times and I'm still like cramping right now. Such a good songwriter. Phenomenal songwriter. Man, those I would say are my top 3 as far as writing go and style. They're just phenomenal.
Cool. All right, final question.
Yeah.
I ask everybody to finish up this way. That's your camera right there.
Okay.
You're giving if there's a local artist out there that needs some advice that they're trying to come up, they're trying to break through, or progress in some kind of way, what would be your best advice to them?
The artist community in the music industry is a whole monster. If you're doing it for the money, don't do it. If you're doing it for the love of the music, put your reps in. I did not start out as a songwriter. I started out as a melodian. I just did melodies. And then I turned into a songwriter through the process. I don't even consider myself a guitar player. I've been playing for 20 years. I don't consider myself a guitar player. I just understand music and how to help it make people move. And there's still people better than me. I'm still putting my reps in. So if you're an artist that wants to do it on the come up, tell your story. Don't try to be anyone else but yourself, because there's several other people, but there's only one you. And I know that's super cliche, but I mean it. Tell your story the way that you would want to hear it told. And I promise you'll find people that are feeling the same way you felt. So it needs to be expressed the way that you feel, so that you feel less alone.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. With that is Tiny Talk number 47 with E.I.S. He is.
Hayes.
Now we know who. Hayes? Hayes?
Yeah, Hayes.
I say Heis. Yeah, duh.
Yeah, everyone says
He's.
it a different way. It's
Hayes.
fine. Yeah.
Hayes.
Like race with an H.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, and thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thank you so much for, I freaking loved it that we finished off the way that you finished off your show talking about God. Yeah. And that's something that I've been trying to get closer to, and I hear the music a little bit clearer now, and I can't wait for what happens next.
Dude, let's knock it out, man.
Yeah, man.
So excited.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
All right, everybody. Hey. All right. So stay tuned. Don't go away. We're going to end this live, but then we're going to be right back in about, like, say, 10 minutes. I'm going to set up the stage, and we're going to have our Lionsgate open session. So if you're an artist out there and listening right now and you have some time, we're going to be out here for a while, so come out. It is Lionsgate. It's the portal has opened, so if you want to manifest something. Oh, yeah. This question, since it's 8/8.
Yeah.
Is there something that you want to manifest for yourself this year? Because the portal has opened, and you're in the geographical center of Garland. You're on the 33rd parallel. We're facing north.
That's crazy word.
The energy is all here right now for you.
The energy is all here right now. Clarity of hearing God's voice so that I can be more obedient. And I want to manifest an anchor in his presence.
All right.
Some of the most prominent figures in the Bible know that if they can have all the riches and all the people and all the women and all of everything and lose God's presence, it's not worth it.
Yep.
So I want to manifest a stronger awareness and a stronger knowing of God's presence and hearing his voice and hearing his call deeper, so I can know what he needs me to do, I can do it.
All right. Let it be done.
Yep.
Alrighty. That'll do it for Tiny Talk number 47. We're going to be right back with our Lionsgate open session, and we'll see you. Peace. Oh, number 48 is this Tuesday with Kit. So stay tuned for that one.
That's awesome.
Tuesday at 8 o'clock. If you want to come out and watch it live, feel free.
Be sick.
All right, we'll see yous.
Bye, guys.
Let me give it a second.